Unfortunately, we have more people living in storage units because they cannot afford apartments or they cannot afford a house. Middle class now. Let's get into it.
So if y'all been paying attention, y'all know I live in storage. I lost my job, yeah. You see, I had a whole bunch of money. I don't got no money. I'm staying in the storage now, on my ass, on my dick. But I said I was gonna make the best of it. So yeah, you know, storages be having these reuse centers. So I found this bike one day at the reuse center, and I was like, I'm gonna put this on Facebook Market, and I put it on Facebook Market for $55, y'all. And it took me a little bit to sell it, probably like a week or so. You know what I'm saying? But somebody finally called and said they wanted it. Text me on Facebook, said they wanted it. And I was like, all right, bet. Boom. They pulled up, you know. I went up to my storage and brought it back down. And I let them test ride it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see me taking it to them so they can test ride it. Hold on. There you go. He hopped on that mug, did a little spin, you know, and then he sent me my money. I told y'all I was going to make the best of staying in a storage. We making money already.
So I live inside of a storage unit. They give you a house tour. Because home's not where the heart is. Home is where your shit is. So this is my front door. Very secure. These are all of my things. This is a log of everything I own. 3 e-bikes. 1 got stolen at burn. 4 trash bags of costumes. 1 vintage popcorn machine. A case full of snow stuff. My skydiving gear and base rig. 2 snowboards and 1 set of skis. Now the problem was I wasn't the last person in here. And so now I have to reorganize everything. So I come here between every single trip that I do. I just got back from Chile, which means I have to drop off my snowboards. I pick up all my wetsuits and my skydive gear because I'm going to Africa and then Italy. Even though with my new job, I can afford a place to live, this is just a hell of a lot more convenient if I'm not going to sleep here. The hardest part of this actually is figuring out what clothes to pack for each trip, which I guess is the hardest part of every trip. Somehow it's way harder when you're trying to go for like a month or more. This is the face of someone who just did the math and I'm leaving for 2 months. That's a really long time. 2 biggest packing hacks, 1 packing cube and 2 overpack. Always overpack. For Africa, I've got my fins and all my other dive gear. And for Italy, I have all my base jumping gear. My just in case suitcase. Everything else that I could ever own, except for the stuff that lives in here. Now that I was the last person in here, it's all nice and organized. And that's pretty much it for my bi-monthly trip home. That's pretty much what it's like living in a storage unit and repacking every time.
Man, if you single, man, sleep in a storage unit for about 6 months to a year. I'm talking about get you a storage unit, find you one that's 24 hours, get you a power bank and all that. Man, sleep in that storage for about 6 months to a year, and I promise you, you're gonna stack so much money. I know so many people be thinking that not sleeping in their storage it's some junky stuff. I know a lot of folks gonna be like, man, I ain't finna sleep in no storage. You know how much money you gonna save sleeping in that storage? A lot of folks really just need to get up at least 3 times they rent. Think about all the times you never had a chance to really get up. Man, come on now, I'm telling you. Sleeping in that storage ain't a bad thing. If you can get up 2-3 times the rent, get you a few racks saved up, man, you can invest in a business or something. But most people never ever get up a few racks at a time, man. It's a blessing to be up a few racks at a time, bro. I'm telling you. Y'all let these folks fool you.
And a lot of people hide this, man. Nobody wants somebody to know, oh, I'm living in a hotel. Oh, I'm living in a car. Some people will tell you, but some people don't, bro. It's like, it's secretive. You don't know what somebody's going through at work, man. You don't know.
Have you ever lived out of a storage unit? Have you ever hit a point in your life where you said, I'm never doing this again? And right in the middle of the struggle, you keep getting this idea, this vision, this tug that won't leave you alone. Let me tell you something. That tug is not random. That's God showing you the exit route, the way out. Your situation won't change until you respond to the vision He already gave you. Because God isn't going to drop the lottery in your lap while you still have the same mentality that got you here. You can't build $1 million business with survival mentality. He's not trying to drown you. He's trying to develop you. And that idea you keep ignoring, that's the very thing He intends to use to pull you out of lack, out of struggle, out of repeating the same cycles. Some of you are praying for change, but you're avoiding the instruction. This right here is what the Bold Faith Method is about. Believing beyond what you see, moving when it's uncomfortable, and partnering the vision that God gave you so you never end up in the same place again. Listen, God don't want your stuff in storage, okay? He wants you to own this.
So how long you been living here at a storage unit?
I don't live in a storage unit.
You don't live here? No?
I'm babysitting. No.
Oh, so you're just here taking care of people's stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you lived here.
No, you're not allowed to live here either.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's like a secret, I guess. Everybody's doing secret stuff. You know what I mean?
So you stay out there on 27th?
Well, I stay in the Red Roof right now.
At the Red Roof?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so you have a hotel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sucks because you have to pay it, you know? You have to pay it.
How much do they charge there?
$80-$90 a day.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
What, that
And I
comes
try to
around?
stay a day, or right now I'm 2 days ahead, but I try to stay a day ahead just so I don't have to wake up and have that weird, like, you get the anxiety because you've been living there for a while. You have everything in there, and you get that weird, like, chest anxiety, like you're scared, petrified because you need to get that money for your fucking room. If you wake up at 9 o'clock, you only have till 10 o'clock to get your money for your room, or you're out on your ass. So I try to stay a day ahead. But now I'm 2 days ahead, but I just try to do that. Some days are bad.
That's good, man.
I just hate that anxiety.
How do you get money, if you don't mind me asking, like to survive, to pay the hotel?
Any means necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it get dangerous out here or what?
Oh, for sure, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, oh, for sure, man.
Especially in this area, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah.
This is one of
You
them.
get robbed. Dudes, like, chicks that try to, like, steal your money, rape you, throw you out of the car. To try to fucking steal you, fucking people, pull your hair, and dudes that are like really hyped up on steal my dog. My dog's been stolen like 4 times, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's not fun. I was going pee outside one day. Somebody asked me if I had some, so they picked up a cinder block and hit me in the head with it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had to get a quart of blood. QT wouldn't let me in there because I was bleeding too bad, and Circle K wouldn't let me in there because I was bleeding too bad, so I fainted in the parking lot.
Damn.
Clinging to my dog this time.
So how'd you end up in this area right here, like 27th Avenue? Did you when you first came?
Migrated here. Pretty much everybody migrated here because it got like really it got scarce, bro.
Yeah.
Got critical. Okay, can't really nowhere. But this is the hot spot. This is where everybody's making money. This is where it's like it was like inevitable to migrate this way to come and get some. You know what I mean? To like be around the money and be around everything, because like you could walk around everywhere else for days and not find no.
Back to hotels. Hotels ain't cheap forever. It's good for right now, but sometimes, like I was just saying, it can go up past an apartment, and it's like I don't know if you want to stay there that long, my brother. You got a little perks and benefits, but you need to get up out of there.
I just had an idea. If you buy a storage unit, right, and you're like homeless or you don't have a place to stay, could you theoretically stay in the storage unit? Because I just walked in. It's -6 degrees outside. It's nice in here. I'm about to take this off. Like, it's literally, you could live in here. So I'm thinking, like, if you found a way to put electricity in your unit, could you put a bed in that shit and live in it?
Do you guys want to know how to live out of a storage unit? Not live in a storage unit, but live out of a storage unit, which means that you put most of your belongings in there, and then you're just going back and forth on a regular basis to switch things out and get what you need. Okay? I'm going to start a series. I say series because I think it might take me more than one video to show you guys how I'm doing this. The first time I did this, it was very haphazard and not organized at all, because in my head, when I moved into the storage unit, I was like, okay, I'm going to throw all my stuff in here. It doesn't really matter if it's neat and organized, because I'm about to get a job, save up a couple of months, rent a vehicle, and take all this stuff to my new apartment in one fell swoop. That is clearly not what happened, right? I ended up being homeless and then essentially living out of that storage unit and then getting kicked out of that storage unit because I did, in fact, well, I charged my phone, which made me a red flag to the manager, apparently, me sitting there and charging my phone because someone complained that I was sitting there and charging my phone because I looked homeless, right? But it was during business hours, and I wasn't bothering anybody or anybody's way, and yet, because I looked homeless, someone complained, which made a red flag go up. So the manager started watching me like a hawk. And so when I did stay overnight, the flag went up basically, and long story short, I ended up getting evicted. So after I got evicted from there, I was able to thankfully sell a bunch of my items in quick succession to get enough money for a storage unit somewhere else, and I was able to finagle some transportation to get some of my things there, but it was a smaller, cheaper unit, so I had to sacrifice some items. Most of my belongings got thrown in the trash, but very sentimental things like my photo albums and my art, I was able to take with me. So that's where we are now. And when I left that storage unit, because I got a shelter room, I put all the stuff in the shelter. It's not that much stuff, but we are now getting kicked out of the shelter. So I have to put my stuff into a storage unit again, and I am grateful for the fact that this particular shelter is paying for a few months, I don't know how many months, but a certain amount of time for me staying, keeping my stuff at a different storage unit. So thankfully, all of that has been taken care of, and tomorrow I'm going to take all of my stuff to the unit in question. But I am going to take you guys on a journey to show you how I'm going to pack my 5x5. Pro tip, what you're going to want to do is plan everything out. It's going to take you so much time, you're going to hate it, but moving in will be such a faster process. You are literally going to tape off a 5x5 area if you can. You're going to tape off a 5x5 area and pretend like you're packing the unit in your home or wherever you are. If you don't have time for this or space for this, I get it, but if you do, trust me, I'm about to show you how beneficial this is about to be. But you're going to want to put things that you know for a fact you will not need on the bottom. You would think that that's obvious, but when you are stressed and in a hurry and overstimulated and hungry and tired, you're not thinking clearly, okay? And those feelings that I just described are often the case when you are moving all your stuff into a storage unit or moving anything anywhere, really. So as much planning as you can do before, please do. And what you really want to do, what you really want to prioritize is putting boxes that include things you are definitely not going to need on the bottom. Also, plan how you're going to stack the boxes. That's what mapping out the 5x5 on the floor is for. Because when you actually get in there, the boxes that are different sizes are sometimes not going to neatly stack the way you need them to stack to put another layer on top. So that's going to get on your nerves because you don't want things lopsided. You don't want things falling over. You know, you don't want to create a hazard. You want to keep every layer as flat as possible, which is the biggest reason why we're mapping things out before we get there. So I'm going to take you guys on that journey, starting with some videos that I'm going to do today. So see you there.
We were living in a storage unit and got kicked out because it got so popular. Everyone was talking about it. It was even on the news. We lived in a U-Haul after we got kicked out of the storage unit. We used that same U-Haul to set up our new homeless spot next to the shopping mall. There were no private property signs, but someone owned this land and kicked us off. So then we moved into a hotel, and then we got evicted from that, and we're homeless again. This is our second time being homeless. We know how to survive, and we're gonna stay out here until we save up enough money to where we pay off all our debt and get a tiny home. We gotta raise our credit really high. So it's not just about money.
And don't talk about people living in cars either. Man, people live in cars because that's all they got to their name. And if you ask me, if you do it right, you might be safe. I mean, you might be smart. If you can do it and save your money and stack up, you might be able to get ahead. But sometimes you just can't get ahead because it's too much.
So I'm back in the place. I'm back in the place that I was. Last time I was here, I was living out of this place in the storage unit. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm back with the abundance. We are back getting a storage unit because we inherited. So, because we don't have any space in our house, now we're getting a storage space because we have so much. Well, do you understand? Last time I was here, I didn't have a place to lay my head. I was showering out of the Planet Fitness gym. I was door dashing just to eat and to pay insurance. But the faithfulness of God, I tell you. Oh, there it is. There it is. You better straight run. You better run. The faithful, the run titty don't show up of God. Right. The abundance is here now.
Please, in the name of God, I beg you guys, nobody should choke. Okay, I will try as much as possible not to leak the location. Nobody should call the cops. Nobody should call and report we are staying in that beach. I beg you guys in the name of God, bro. Che, we finally got a storage. Che, let me show you guys how I slept last night, bro. See, first of all, we put this right here. We put this box right here in case somebody is passing. Come, let me show them. Come stand here. In case someone is passing, they will just see that boxes are here. But behind those boxes, Che, there is mad shit going on behind those boxes. Come on, let me show you. Che, this is where I'm trapping at, bro. This is where I'm trapping at, bro. This is my whole life, my whole setup. This is my whole room shit. Let me get some W's in the chat, bro. W's, bro. Let me get some W's, for real. Let me get some W's. Let me get some W. All glory and honor and adoration be to God. And second one for myself, not giving up. And the third one to all the people that dropped the donation, bro. Especially Best 77 with the motherfucking $350 dono, nigga.
If you're new here, hi, I'm Carly, I'm 25, and currently I'm living out of a storage unit with no home base and running my 5-year business out of the storage unit. So come along with me in the day of a life of living out of a storage unit. 95% of my business is all on TikTok. So one thing about this whole situation is at the storage unit, there is no Wi-Fi and no service whatsoever, like not even one bar. So it's always a challenge because I literally have to go and print all of the orders before we walk in and hope that everything is there, because once we're in there, there's no looking it up on Shopify. So another thing is that I am a boutique owner that goes live on TikTok, and so we've been using Lily's grandparents' place to go live out of. So obviously our schedule is a little different because we have to just go whenever they are allowing us to use the space. I will tell you, as soon as I get my own place again, I am going to be so grateful, because I did not realize how much of a big thing this is to have to like haul things back and forth every single day. It is exhausting, but you all know this is like my job is my love of my life. So I don't care for the extra struggles or hardships because I'll make it work no matter. Also, can we just say thank God for Lily? I'm going to say this in every video, but she is an angel, and she is the only way I'm getting through all this the next little bit. Yesterday, I finally turned Lily loose after we left the storage unit. She took some orders home with her to pack from like open orders we had before I left for the RCB girls trip. So she quite literally did all of your all's orders yesterday. So thank God for Lily. And she let me go and spend my evening at my favorite thing. Y'all are about to see it in just a minute. I'm such a weirdo, I know, but I have grown up watching WWE, and yeah, so they were in Jacksonville last night, and I had a freaking blast. And part 2's coming because they're going to be in Tampa today, but I had so much fun, and yeah, see y'all later.
Let's talk about tents. Whenever you see a tent, you're like, oh, that guy's homeless. Oh, he's broke. Oh, he's a crackhead. He's on drugs. No. Nowadays, it could be somebody literally in there living just trying to save money, bro. Unfortunately, it's because these middle class jobs ain't paying what they supposed to pay. Pay some more.
Yo, you good in there? Yeah, I'm just moving things around. What you mean you moving things around? Yo, can't be sleeping in here, bro. It's a storage facility.
Bro, you're disturbing my workplace.
Nah, bro, you can't sleep here, bro.
This is extremely sad. Let me know if y'all know anybody who's doing this in the comments.